Hello folks, and welcome back to Haut Beylerron for episode 20. And yeah, we have redone the farm. I did a live stream the other night, episode 19.5, where we went ahead and rebuilt the farm. We spent probably a good 8 hours or so in total rebuilding the farm, 8-10 hours. So yeah, we'll quickly go over that. For one, I had to redo the bales, so they're all here all stacked up. And in terms of equipment, I had to buy them all new, apart from one thing which we'll go over in a moment. So all this equipment here is brand new, because obviously they didn't pop up in the used market, so I had to buy them new. The only thing that's second hand is what we bought was the Great Plains Planter. That cost 65 grand, and yeah, so everything else here is brand new. Baler, so got that, but I did change the colour of the wrapper to a blue. Also over here, redid the greenhouse, redid the silo, redid the grapevines, but now with these grapevines, there is a slight issue. We had 15 vines previously. However, with this new sapping option, the width between the vines are slightly bigger than what you could have done previously, so that means that somewhere in the middle there is a vine that hasn't been fully fertilized. Chicken pens we redid and repositioned. So over here we've got all of our pallets here. We need a forklift or something to lift them, because with the latest patch they now weigh too much to lift up by hand. Latest pallets they've been working on since November, and we've got 3 pallets each. So 500 litres, so that is 4,500 litres. Also, I repositioned the silo to over here compared to over there. But one thing I did buy, which we did after some of the contracts we did, which I'll show you in a moment, was the fertilizer tank. This cost us 10 grand because we bought some fertilizers to do some contracts. We had 9,000 litres left over, so bought a bit too much, so I got this. So this costed 10 grand. But yeah, to explain why the money has slightly sharp since we have seen each other in the live stream, I'm going to show you some screenshots or little clips of us doing some contract work. So, alrighty then, so we got a lot to do today. I'm going to keep times out like times 1, times 3 speed, because we got silage and straw bale cell. We got our silage pile over here that needs doing. So go over here, open the help menu, 336,000, which is roughly about what we had. It was like 330 something, so I just did right bang in the middle, more or less. Also, we've got the sugar beet cut to do. So if we go over here, we've got 190,000 litres of sugar beet. We need to cut them because at the moment they're at the best price, and that is going down. So yeah, first of all, what we'll do is we'll go and take these. Actually, where is the best time to sell silage? 568 at the biogas plant and going up. Straw at either the biomass or, so actually where is the biomass heating plant? That's it up there. Oh, it's up here, right? Yeah, so we won't go up there. So yeah, we'll take these to the biogas plant, sell the silage, and then we'll do the straw. Also, to do the sugar beet cut and silage that is loose, we need a conveyor belt system. What if you hit on trees? So yeah, at the moment I am be waiting on for a forklift and a few things to pop up in the used market, but just nothing is showing up what we want. So we're doing a bit of a tight turn here. Oh, bugger. Go on the branch. So yeah, a new forklift, we're going to get the electric one, that's going to cost us 55 grand or so. Why can't we... I said it was we're stuck between these branches. I've had any issues beforehand. I'll try to tap that back in over perhaps. So yeah, we need to buy a new forklift and that's going to cost us 55 grand. Leasing the whole belt system, which I said previously on episode 19, that's going to cost us about a grand or so, give or take. Plus, not including the leasing average cost, because obviously now we know how much everything charges per hour, and the prices are absolutely extraordinary. I do mean they are borderline ridiculous, I think personally, with at least whole leasing price. Could be just me, but that's how I personally think about it. May think otherwise, but yeah, so just what I'm going to do quickly here folks, just get this unstuck and I'll bring folks back in a moment because we'll go on something here solid. So alrighty, bit of unplanned forestry here. What's he got on the floor? So yeah, we had to cut that tree down. Just because it was absolutely sticking and I didn't fancy unsacking and resacking those bales, so yeah, just chop the tree down and yeah, so we'll sell the timber here, why not? And actually this is a good little test, because actually I did consider redoing a bit of forestry, like cut some of these trees down. So the stump there, there's the stump, can't remove you. Well we can remove you, but I don't really fancy doing that. So yeah, I think that is that. Get them all strapped up. And then we'll go and sell the timber. Where is the sawmill located? I think it'll be somewhere up here perhaps. Which you perhaps could tell if we go to... So where would wood be to? Got wood chips, but we're not chipping it. Okay, so look for wood. Planks, furniture. I'm guessing this would count as planks, perhaps? Even in the productions tab, it shows as like a tree for wood, so I am not too sure. Hopefully I don't have to chip it or whatever, because if I have to, that would really suck. So yeah, let's just go to the productions tab at the moment. Go to productions, so yeah, carpentry, input, planks or wood. I mean, like trees, so do the carpentry. Anything else here? Carpentry. So yeah, carpentry it is. And I know where that is, and that is one of these buildings up here, I think. Perhaps help if I zoom in to click on it. Oh, sawmill. There we go, up there. But again, it's up there, so I think, yeah, what we'll do now is we'll go and sell all this. Just go and get rid of that. So yeah, let's go and get this done. And I'll see you folks in a short moment. ground, so when it was selling, it wouldn't sell properly. But anyway, so yeah, in total we made 130 grand or so, give or take. Actually, will it come up separately as bales sold in the finance section? Yeah, so actually, yeah, 130,919. Yeah, ignore the money about like land purchase and well, so the leasing costs. That was the bits I had to do today, which I forgot to do during the live stream, and a few other bits and bobs. But yeah, so interested to see how exactly this is going to work out for me. So yeah, got one belt system over there, got our trailer over there ready. We're going to have to make a few trips because this only holds 52,000 litres, and we've got 336, so we're looking at, what's that, 7 trips, I'll say, yeah, 6 full trips and a partial 7th, if my math is correct. Also, we leased the sugar beet cut header for, or sugar beet front loader tool. So yeah, how this should work, if I'm doing this correctly, which no may go one of two ways. Obviously, with this particular belt system here that we had in FS19, we could have a more adequate system by using like the Groomy SL8022 Quantum or even the TC816, because as you can see at the back there is a little ball hitch. But I want to use something a bit different, something that not many people I've seen using FS22, so and with this we can properly extend the pipe so we can have good amount of clearance. So yeah, I think that should do fine. May need to like fine tweaking, especially when it comes to obviously moving this forward, because we're going to have to go all the way back here. So yeah, that is that. Set it up. Get rid of that for the moment. Yeah, also with our 308 grand route, I think I'll just end up buying the not chicken pants, the forklift new. If something doesn't come up today, I will buy it new. Let's put times back at times 1 for the moment. So in theory, this should just work like so. Again, fine tweaking may be required. So hop in here, open the help menu so you lot can see. So if you start engine, turn on the conveyor belt. I see it's going into here. Oh sweet, it's going straight in. And I see the silage is going down. Not a big amount. Just try to sort of, yeah, I think I have to make several tweaks to this. But that I don't mind. Don't unload here. So that's filled up. Actually, I think it's better if we have this trailer facing lengthways, so we can just reverse back rather than have to do this all the time. Then as we go in, we can just reverse, and hopefully we should get the edges well, because I know pre-patch there were some issues with that. So my only thinking, this will resolve that. So you can see we're getting quite a bit of silage at the moment. Yeah, it's not rocketing up, that's for sure. Perhaps it would be good to have like a 3 belt system, so we have like 3 of these, like one here, one here, one here. Then have to tray facing lengthways, but again, have an issue of manoeuvring. And yeah, that is going to chug along away just dandy. 15,000 litres. And whilst that's going on, we can talk about one or two things. One, the fields. Didn't address this initially. I did address it in the stream. If we go to crop growth, our grass is ready to harvest or mow. We got field 41, that's in its latter growth state. Similar with the wheat. And now here, this is where we planted corn. And I did not mean to do this at all. Because obviously this was meant to be done in April, the corn. Was it April for corn? Not too sure. I think so. Go down to corn. Or March. No, sorry, that was really wrong one. So April to May. So technically we've planted it a lot earlier than we should have. And that was just simply distraction during the stream. I didn't really thought about it. But yeah, anyways, our plan for the fields, 40 and 42 is also going to be cornfields. Because just look here, 330,000 years of maize silage we've got just from that field here. If we add those two together, we could perhaps almost double that to like 600,000 years to get thereabouts. Just move you forward slightly. And move you back slightly. But yeah, it's getting the edges quite fine actually. I wasn't worried about that. But yeah, to us we could do with another trailer. Actually, whilst that's going on, let's go ahead and buy the forklift. I'm not going to use the Manito. Reason for it being, apparently there is an issue with the latest patch, like with collision physics, with the, so say, improved handling of the pallets. And with the Manito, it tends to either flip it entirely, or the pallets won't go fully in between the pallet forks. So, for sake of an extra 18 grand and a bit of security, I'm going to buy this. Leasing? Nope. There's no real point in leasing it, especially the daily cost. That is an extraordinary amount of price. Obviously, we can also do a bit of pruning. I think we'll do that in the next episode of pruning and mulching. I think if we hop into the land. Oh no, you stopped. Why? I think it's something that I'll keep on keeping my eye on, I think, personally. Seems to be performing well so far. Didn't mean to knock you too far forward. I think that should be fine. So if we hop in to Landini, we'll move the mulcher forwards. Start loading up some of these pallets up. Why not we'll sun today? I don't know. We could do it to get some extra cash in. I'm saying that as we're going to make about 160, 165 grand more after we've done the silage. So, yep, everything will help. So, also just can show you folks the fundamental flaw with the system here with how I position these chicken pens. You need to be perfectly straight. If you're not straight, you're going to get caught up in the vines. Like that. That's timely demonstrated, typical by me. Come on, there we go. Now if we go forward a bit, because we can get the forklift in. Also we need an electric charging point. If we go to, where would you be under tools? Electric charge station. At this charge point you can charge your electric tractors. I'm guessing also the forklift, that's electric. The charger is 5 grand, so it's a bit steep in that. Also you may notice the fuel usage is a lot higher than usually. And that's because in the latest patch on fuel usage there is an option to increase it, and that's what I've done. Can I put someone like underneath here? I could do. Really, I was like, place it right in between. There we go. So it's protected from the elements, so when it rains or snows. Because we did have a bit of snow early on, and touch wood, no frozen textures on the farm area. Because it did settle. I didn't risk of salting or ploughing or blowing snow. Didn't touch that. So we're not doing that this year like we did last year, where we did a contract for the local residents, where we said, yeah, we'll plough, we'll grip all the main roads and some of the side roads for a bit of pavement. Yes, technically we shouldn't be cutting across people's fields, but we're eco-friendly, so I'm sure this won't damage the crop because we're eco-friendly. Despite the fact we are a big boy because we've got a lot of batteries on here. But yeah, 11 miles an hour. Slow going. Oh yeah, it also reminds me, we've got grapes and that to deal with. Or the raisins and grape juice. Oh, I completely forgot about that. We can actually do also selling those today. I think we sell those at the farm shop, so if we get the eggs and there's an honey load up. Okay, that stopped again. Yeah, that is going to be a bit of a slow burn. I'm thinking getting all this done, get this sugar beet cut done in one episode. Maybe a bit tad optimistic. Is it because of this is nearly full? I think because it gets to a certain height on the trailing stops, perhaps. Give our electric vehicle a push. There you go, we can go that way. It's not that. What's causing it to stop? There we go. Well, perhaps it was just a little bit of fine tweaking. We're going to have to move it in a minute, and I think we may make another trip, or I'm not sure, to the biogas plant. Because, yeah, best time set is now. Even though it's like 650 we saw last year, forecast or the prediction, roughly guidelines, is not really good. So, like prices, they may peak at like 580, 590. That's a big if. So what I can do is try to do these pallets. Actually, what I could try is stack them. Yes, really you shouldn't be stacking these or pallets over delicate eggs, but man, those chickens are very vocal today. Can I move that pallet by my hand? Nope, 333 kilograms, and maximum you can lift is only 200 kilograms. At least the chickens aren't transporting through walls now, so that's a good option. Okay, we're full now. Could I be really clever? What I'm going to do, first of all, I'm going to save the game. Actually, we'll have an option. Load and deliver. There's not an option now. Because if we had like proper course play, like a set course where it goes from here to the biogas plant and back to there, but yeah, I think that may be asking a bit much. Could we store it in here for now? With the tight fit. Dang it, no we can't. I'm not spending another 10 grand to lease well, not buy another silo. Fine, we'll take it over here ourselves. So yeah, what I'm going to do, head over to the biogas plant and I'll meet you folks over there. And there we go, at the biogas plant. And simply unload. And I do like this tray where it's got like a conveyor roller system, rather than it tips up, so when it comes to tight spaces, yes I know like with the railway side with the farm shop, the collisions aren't always exact, but still. So yeah, 29.6 grand. And we're going to make about 7 times more than that, or another 6 more times actually now. So yeah, we'll get back to the farm, get it filled up again, and we'll continue on with the pallets. So yeah, there we go, we've got the trailer back, so what we're just going to do now is simply load these pallets up. So just drop those actually. Also, I kept times on times 1 because as soon as time hits about 5 o'clock, we do get a lot of darkness. I know in December, when it was fast forwarding time, as soon as we hit 5 o'clock, bam, instant darkness almost, so that's why you can see now the sun is starting to set. Yeah, let's see if I can be clever here, try and get these pallets on. Man, I miss. Be able to lift these up and just whack them on. By the time I've put one pallet on, I could have had all of them on, but it is what it is. I don't like it, but suck it up and just go with it. Yes, technically we shouldn't really have had the option initially, but still. Especially 200 kilograms, that is a very strong farm to be able to lift 200 kilograms willy-nilly. Maneuver objects with that maximum weight. But still. Well, yeah, I think actually what I'm going to do, folks, is I'm going to continue on with this. And actually, especially with the silage now, that's going to take some time. Especially a bit of fine-tuning, because I think it's just stopped. Yeah. I just sort of heard it like stop. Sieving, like, not sieving, I don't know what the correct word is. Whatever it is, so. There we go. Trying to be super clever with that. But yeah, I'm going to continue on with this, get all this loaded up, and then I'll bring you folks back in a short while. Instead of you lot just watching me going back and forth and pallets on. So, hello folks, we are back and we have been very busy. I've been simply going back and forth selling silage, and at the moment we're selling at the livestock market because we've hit the capacity at the biogas plant. So, didn't think we'll have actually hitting it, but I guess with all the silage bales and all the silage from here, then yeah, it sort of makes sense. So yeah, we've got one more load to go. I think we've got about 20 or so thousand litres left in here. Also, we got our stuff to sell, our grapes, our grape juice, raisins, and all that. And that was a bit fiddly because I took it up and I thought we've got the low loader. Let's use that instead. And yeah, I certainly have been interested in using the low loader. So, just trying to get into a prime position with this. So yeah, I think now it's just a case of getting all the edges, so this is going to be what takes the longest, I think, is this bit here. So how much we've got left here? 23,000 litres, so yeah, a lot of it is just going back and forwards, getting the bits on the side. So I think mainly on these two sides here is going to be the main one. And then if we say we bring you forwards, not back, forwards, in this case it's person reverse. Make sure we got an option there. Yes, we have. Okay. Trying to get into a good position. I think I'm going to have to go forward and reverse back. But yeah, so we made quite a bit of money so far, and we still haven't got to the sugar beet cut, which I'm hopefully going to do today. I've left times on to times 0.5, just because, so we can get everything done. Yeah, it's taking a bit longer than I would have liked. Perhaps a forage wagon would have been faster, but I still prefer this. I think, yeah, it's something different. And to us, you could go so crazy with any kind of conveyor setup, so sort of the world is almost like your oyster pretty much. Dang it. Just want to get that lip in. And there's those chickens clucking away over there. There we go. That's it. And actually, whilst that is going on, because that will continue on for some time actually, I'll get to the prime position. That's it, just put you on the ledge like that, because it does have a good amount of range in terms of when it picks stuff up, so yeah, that goes in fine. So yep, here we are, and let's get rid of that. So yeah, we got 4,500 litres of lettuce, nearly 4,000 litres of grape juice, 11,000 litres of eggs, 5,000 litres of raisins, and just over 1,000 litres of honey. And that is a lamppost with it. But yeah, see, trying to get all this restacked has been a bit finicky. For one, I've had lots of pallet glitches, and just so yeah, pallets glitching constantly. I'm not happy with that. Yeah, it's just like weird pallets literally going from one field to another. Like, if I get the map up here, wrong tab. We was loading some pallets from here, like on this little dirt road here. Pallet glitch, and it went from here all the way across to literally here. I would have gone further if it wasn't hitting the building that was here. So yeah, it is very interesting. Also, it's going to be interesting how much money we can make. Yes, eggs aren't now at their prime price, I know. And to with some of the other stuff like grape juice and raisins, perhaps if I waited, perhaps we could sell them on a better day, but I just want to get it out of the way, because if you can get some options coming in the new year and that, or later on in season, perhaps a new harvester, yeah, a few options we can go with. So yeah, we should make a considerable amount of money here. 90 grand. I'm still at one pallet. Just really bugging me. We're like 91 grand nearly. Well, perhaps if we detach you. Fortunately, we can't lift these pallets up. But as far as I even think before the patch, we couldn't lift these great pallets, so yeah, so I think put it on its side, it's not selling. There we go. So we sold 90,700 plus another 4 grand, so that's 95 grand just in produce, so that's really good for us. And you've stopped for whatever reason. That's you, that's right. Oh, don't get stuck, please. But yeah, this has been the fun. So I was just going back and forth, just getting it all loaded up and all that. But yeah, so we're at half a mil plus letting the sugar beet cut. That sugar beet cut is going to net us about another 110 grand. So plus whatever we can get from this, about 20 grand perhaps. So that's going to be 130. So all said and done, we're going to be at like 650 grand. Of course, at the time of recording this half now, we've had one massive mod drop of 56 mods and another mod drop yesterday of 7 mods by Giants. So it's all looking good for mods now. How much have we got left in here? 8,000 litres and counting, so thinking we have to make perhaps 2 more adjustments, like go to that left pile over there, get these 2 at the front. Well, that's fine. That is perfectly fine with me. Of course, this pipe can hold 5,000 litres, so if I can get this filled up first of all, then I'll bring the tray over and get it emptied. So if we go and reverse back up here, get rid of that help window. But yeah, I'm really excited. Hopefully we can get... There's 3 things we could do with. A new combine perhaps. We don't need a new tractor, especially a little 95 horsepower tractor. Also a shallow disc harrow. 450 horsepower, so I don't think we'll be able to pull that. Would be a nice addition to the farm, don't get me wrong. But yeah, so how much have we got left in here? 1,000 or so. Literally not much more to go. And these are very slow at 3 miles an hour. But yeah, just with the eggs out in the future, what I may do is just simply put them to the side and then just leave them be. So 1,000 litres. So we are reversing. Same speed either direction, so that's good to know. Hopefully we can get this conveyor belt loaded up first of all. On the own holds how much? 492 litres, interesting. It's fine, we'll get you loaded up. Get you dumped in there. Actually, I think that's all of it. That's it. Yeah, that is all of the silage. So yeah, we're going to take it straight over to the livestock market. Perhaps we could sell 1,000 litres at the biogas plant, but prices at the moment, how different are they? I don't think they're that much different. £21 difference, so yeah. In reality sense, with 1,000 litres, perhaps, yeah, ain't worth it really. Hopefully we can sell all the sugar beet cut at the biogas plant, 190,000 litres. I'm not sure what the capacity of the biogas plant is for one full load of at the biogas plant. Hopefully it's over 190,000 litres because I like to sell all of them out there. Because the price of sugar beet cut at the moment is starting to go down, I think. Nope, wrong way. The sugar beet cut 6.35 at the biogas plant was 6.31 at the livestock market. So even if you have to start there, then it's not the end of the world. The thing I've just realised is with the sugar beet cut, I'm going to have to dump it on the ground. And I don't think we can do that at the biogas plant. So yeah, go up here and turn left. So yeah, what we may actually have to do is go to the trading silo, get it with this trader, dump it on the farmyard, and then chop it up and put it back into the trader. So that's going to be requiring 4 trips, so not as much as the silage, but still. So yeah, how I may do this is, like, this episode is going to finish off when we're done with this. Next episode is going to be on the same game day, hopefully. As long as the sun doesn't suddenly go super dark, or the lighting goes super dark at 5 o'clock like it did in December. If it goes super dark at 6 o'clock, then that I can live with. So yeah, turn left here. But yeah, then I'm thinking we could get the grain mill, but I want to do corn. So I want to get another big load of silage now. Well, I'm doing wheat, so perhaps we could do wheat, store it, then do oats and barley later on in the year, then go from there. Then in the next year, once we've got all of the stuff harvested, perhaps, yeah, who knows. So yeah, we're going to sell our last load here. And that's going to be 532,000 we're sitting on now. So yeah, next episode should be cut, similar to what we've done today. Hopefully the lightning still favours us, but yeah, so I'm trying to think, is there anything else we can do? Should be cut. We do have some wheat, but that's going to be for the not cows, chickens. There are actually a good price on them, 1,300, that is a very good price, so yeah, I know we can hit sometimes at 1,400 per fowl. but 1300 is a very solid and a very good price to sell wheat on easy economy this is. But yeah, so yeah, actually will be it for me today. This episode will come out today as I'll finish recording this, which is the 21st. That's going to be a Tuesday. Tomorrow on the 22nd, hopefully I will be releasing episode 21, either on Wednesday or Thursday, because I do have a survival roleplay series on No Man's Land coming out. That series I may do 2 episodes a week, maybe 3 depending on the planning and that. But it's not like Haut Beylerron where it's a case of just go on, record, have a rough plan, and go from there. I always be survival roleplay. It's trying to get things scripted in and try to do things that sort of have some limitations of being on console. And I'm not really good at PC editing, so it's still going to be a good process, it's still going to be a good job, going to do the best job I can, and any user feedback will be appreciated in that series. But yeah, so that's going to be it for me. I hope you enjoyed this episode. If so, smash that button, feel free to comment down below. If you want to share them, please be my guest. If you're not subscribed to the channel yet, then please consider. But whatever you choose to do, hope everyone has a nice day. But for now, this is me from EnvoyXtreme, and I'll see you all very soon.